If we want to conquer our brain or increase our mental strength, we first need to understand three amazing brain experiments. The first experiment took place in 1983 by Libet and his team. Libet wanted to know whether we actually control our decisions or not. For this, he took several participants and attached TEG electrodes to their heads to monitor brain activity. Each participant was seated in front of a computer screen showing a moving dot inside a circle. They were also given a button and told, "You can press this button whenever you feel like it. But before pressing, note the exact time when you first felt the urge to press and then tell us." Now, most of us would assume that from the moment we feel like pressing the button until we actually press it, our brain activity gradually increases, because naturally our brain must be processing the decision before the action. But when scientists analyzed the brain signals, everyone was shocked. In every participant's case, strong brain activity was already happening before they even felt the urge to press the button, which means before we consciously realize our intention, our brain has already decided the action. After this, many scientists and philosophers concluded, since our upbringing, culture, and past experiences which we never chose ourselves shape us, the brain is already programmed. So whenever we face two options, our brain automatically chooses based on past experiences and upbringing. In short, every action is predetermined, but not all scientists agreed. So new experiments were carried out. In 2008, John Dylan Haynes and his team performed another experiment using MRI scanners more advanced than EEG. Participants lay inside the scanner with two buttons, one in the left hand and one in the right. They were told to press any button whenever they felt like it, and note the timing, the shocking part. 7 seconds before participants consciously decided, the scientists could already predict which button they were going to press. While they were not 100% accurate, they correctly predicted about 60% of the cases, still a terrifying insight. This again hinted that free will might not really exist, yet many scientists still weren't convinced. So in 2016, another experiment was done. Participants wore EEG caps, sat in front of a computer screen, and had a foot pedal. If a green circle appeared on screen, they could press the pedal anytime. If a red circle appeared, they must not press. Scientists already knew that in previous studies, 40% of participants could still stop themselves after deciding to press. This time, they wanted to know the exact moment when there is no turning back, the point of no return. So whenever the EEG showed brain activity signaling an upcoming movement, scientists flashed a red circle 1 second before the action. Sometimes participants managed to stop themselves, but as the timing window got shorter, at 200 milliseconds, the point of no return was reached, meaning once that threshold passed, the conscious mind could no longer stop the action. Now you might wonder, if our decisions are influenced by our upbringing and environment, can we rewire our brain? The answer lies in this story. Carolyn, who had a master's in nutrition, managed hundreds of school meals. One day, she and her friend Adam noticed something strange. All schools had the same menu. Yet in some schools, kids ate more vegetables, while in others, kids ate more desserts, with a difference of up to 25% when they inspected the cafeterias. They discovered, in schools where desserts were eaten more, desserts were placed first. And in schools where vegetables were eaten more, veggies were placed first. So they tried a simple experiment. Without changing the menu or staff, they only changed the order of food placement. The results were amazing. Fruit selection increased by 36%. Vegetables too increased significantly, simply because they were visible first. Now, before I explain how to apply this in our life, let me ask you, what is 5-5? Instantly, your mind says 25. That's your subconscious mind giving the answer automatically. But what is 343,683? Your mind goes blank, even though you know it's solvable. Here, your conscious mind has to compute. This shows in life decisions fall into two categories. 1. Picking, choosing from pre-given options, where our brain often follows programming from upbringing or environment. 2. Choosing, decisions involving consequences like should I accept this job? Whom should I marry? Requiring conscious effort. So if we want to rewire the brain, the easiest way is to use the conscious mind to change our environment. Eventually, the environment trains the subconscious to make better automatic choices. For example, if you want to be fit when you're motivated, consciously remove junk food from your house and stock up healthy food. Put posters of fit people in your room. Later, when your conscious mind is inactive, your subconscious will repeatedly pick healthier choices effortlessly. In short, environment is more powerful than willpower. Now imagine this: a family member is about to undergo surgery. You're outside the operation theater, watching doctors prepare. Instead of starting immediately, they pause to read a card. You might think, why waste time? Actually, in the mid-2000s, Dr. Atul Gawande noticed many surgical complications happened not due to lack of skill, but because doctors overlooked basic steps. So the WHO introduced a 19-step checklist. Doctors had to confirm: 1. Is this the correct patient? 2. Are all tools ready? 3. Have antibiotics been given? 4. Is the patient's vital data being monitored? From October 2007 to September 2008, 8 global hospitals implemented this checklist. Results were remarkable. Death rate in surgeries dropped from 1.5% to 0.8%, a 47% reduction. Major complications dropped from 11% to 7%, a 36% reduction. This proves that even highly skilled people can double performance with a simple checklist. So, for repetitive tasks, we should always have a checklist. For example, place a 2-liter water bottle on your desk. Keep healthy snacks nearby. Choose your top 3 priorities for the day. Assign 55 minutes for each priority. Turn off your phone and start working. To summarize the video, first we learned from 3 mind-blowing experiments that our brain shows readiness potential before we consciously know our decisions. Some scientists concluded free will doesn't exist. Others argued our ability to analyze actions later still counts as a form of free will. Second, to reprogram our mind, we can do 2 things. 1. Use conscious effort once to change our environment so that it constantly reminds us of our goals. 2. Create a checklist for repetitive tasks to improve performance. If we follow these 2 methods, our brain rewiring begins and our performance can improve up to 2x. The stories in this video were taken from the books Nudge and the Checklist Manifesto. If you want to read or listen to their detailed summaries in Hindi or English, you can download the Google application, link in description and first pinned comment. And yes, if you don't want to miss more knowledge-packed videos, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. See you in the next video.